Habemus Papam. We have a new pope. Who is Pope Leo XIV and what kind of pope is he going to be? All this and more brought to you today by your Church Headlines. Hello and welcome to Church Headlines, your regular Catholic news recap. I'm Brother Bernardo Ross. Let's dive right in. So as I'm sure you've all heard, Thursday, May 8th, Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost was elected to be the 267th successor of St. Peter, taking the name of Leo XIV. The Holy Father was elected on the second day of the conclave after the fourth ballot cast, the same number of ballots that had been cast in the election of Pope Benedict XVI. Brother Darius and I were blessed to be there in St. Peter's Square as the white smoke went up and the new pope was announced. What an incredible moment. It was particularly beautiful to see how all the faithful were cheering even before we knew who the Pope was going to be. In a certain sense, it didn't matter. We had a new Holy Father, and we were sure that whoever it would be, God would be leading his flock through the new Pope's guidance. But who is Leo XIV? Or rather, who is Robert Prevost? He was born on September 14th, 1955 in Chicago, Illinois, USA. He is of Spanish and Franco-Italian descent and grew up in a Catholic family, serving as an altar boy as a child. He joined a minor seminary of the Augustinian Fathers and then went to study at Villanova University in Pennsylvania, where he studied mathematics and philosophy. In 1977, he joined the novitiate of the Augustinians, and in 1981, he made his solemn vows. He was then sent to Rome to study canon law at the Pontifical University of St. Thomas, more commonly known as the Angelicum, and he was ordained a priest in 1982. As a priest, Robert Prevost was sent to a missionary community of the Augustinians in Peru, in the Archdiocese of Trujillo, where he worked as a professor and formator at the major seminary there. He was also entrusted with the pastoral care of the parish of St. Rita in one of the poor suburbs of the city. In 1999, he was elected provincial prior of the Augustinians in Chicago, and 2 years later, he was elected as the prior general of the whole Augustinian order. He was then renewed in his post in 2007. In 2015, Pope Francis made him a bishop of the Peruvian Diocese of Chiclayo. His episcopal motto was in illo unum, which was taken from a sermon of St. Augustine, in which he explained that, although we Christians are many, in the one Christ, we are one. In 2023, Pope Francis called Provost to Rome in order to be the prefect of the dicastery for the bishops and the president of the Pontifical Commission of Latin America. He was also named a cardinal in the process. As the head of the dicastery for bishops, he was in charge of proposing to the Pope the candidates for all new bishops around the world. This, of course, means that Provost is very familiar with the situation of the Church in various dioceses throughout the world. What better preparation for his new role as the Vicar of Christ? It's generally thought that he wishes to focus on unity within the Church and continuity with the pontificate of Pope Francis. In his first address to the faithful from the balcony of St. Peter's, he emphasized the need for peace and humility. Like Pope Francis, he spoke about the need to build bridges to be a church of dialogue, with open arms like the colonnade of St. Peter's Square. He also spoke about the need to be a missionary church and a synodal church that's faithful to Christ and proclaims the gospel without fear. And that wraps up this special edition of Church Headlines. Please let us know what you think about the new pope down here in the comments. Thank you for joining us as we keep you informed on the latest news from the Catholic Church around the world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected. And until next time, thank you and God bless.